16 Looney Tunes characters, 1 Squid Game arena. Which Looney Tunes character actually survives Squid Game? Before the games even begin, let's set the board. 16 Looney Tunes characters are dragged into the Squid Game arena. No cartoons, no laugh track, just survival. The roster looks like this: Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Tweety Bird, Sylvester, Wile E. Coyote, Roadrunner, Porky Pig, Elmer Fudd, the Tasmanian Devil, Foghorn Leghorn, Yosemite Sam, Marvin the Martian, Speedy Gonzales, Pepe Le Pew, Granny, Lola Bunny, and the Goofy Gophers Macintosh count as one duo unit. Now the rules matter because this is where the logic dies. No outside weapons. No Acme gadgets, no ray guns, portals, or reality-breaking cartoon physics. Marvin doesn't get his blaster. Wile doesn't get his rockets. What you bring is what you were born with: speed, strength, intelligence, instincts. Toon force is limited. You can dodge, think fast, and move fast, but you can't survive a clean loss. A mistake here means elimination. Family members and close allies stick together at the start. That means Bugs, Lola, and Granny naturally align. Tweety and Sylvester are bound whether they like it or not, but once the games demand it, loyalty becomes optional. The games follow the Squid Game sequence exactly. Red light, green light, honeycomb, six-legged pentathlon, mingle, hide and seek, marbles, and finally, Sky Squid Game. 16 enter, only 1 walks out. And with that, the first doll turns around. The very first game strips everything down to raw instinct. Red light, green light, testing the ability to freeze on command. The gates open and Roadrunner is gone in a blink. He vanishes, clearing the field before the doll even finishes turning. Speedy Gonzales follows close behind, moving faster than the sensors can register. Taz charges forward like a hurricane, spinning, skidding, barely stopping in time, but somehow locking up solid on red. Bugs Bunny strolls in a calm and casual way. Lola stays tight beside him. She is focused. Granny moves slowly but steadily. Experience beats reflexes. Daffy, Porky, and Sylvester huddle together in pure anxiety. Daffy's greed keeps him moving just enough. Sylvester sweats bullets. Porky hesitates every step. Yosemite Sam curses the entire way across, muscles tense, teeth clenched, but somehow he gets through. Then the first shots ring out. Elmer Fudd twitches on red. One step too many. He's dropped instantly. Pepe Le Pew gets distracted, convinced Tweety is some kind of exotic skunk. He leans in at the worst possible moment. Eliminated. Porky stutters mid-step, panic overriding timing. The sensors catch it, he's gone. When the doll turns back around, only 13 remain standing. The games have officially begun. The second round doesn't test speed, it tests control. Round 2, honeycomb. Wile E. Coyote immediately locks in. He carves clean edges like his life depends on it. For once, it actually does. Marvin the Martian's alien precision shows through. Long fingers, perfect pressure. He doesn't rush and the shape comes out flawless. Bugs Bunny takes a different approach. He nibbles around the outline, slow and playful but never careless. Lola mirrors that discipline. Everyone who survives moves straight into the next nightmare. The six-legged pentathlon. Teams are forced together, bound at the ankle. Bugs, Lola, Granny, Tweety, and Sylvester group up immediately. It's loyalty, stealth, and brains over power. Daffy teams up with Yosemite Sam, Taz, and the Goofy Gophers. On paper, it's raw power. In reality, it's chaos. Roadrunner links up with Speedy Gonzales, Wile E. Coyote, Foghorn Leghorn, and Marvin. Speed and intelligence rolled into one unit. The mini-games begin. Dachi, stones, gongi, spinning tops, cheggy chaggy. Bugs' team adapts fast, communicating with looks instead of words. They move like one body and clear the challenges cleanly. The speed team dominates early, but Foghorn can't stop lecturing. He stalls during cheggy chaggy, breaks rhythm, and costs them precious time. Daffy's team self-destructs. Daffy Hogs turns, Yosemite screams orders, Taz smashes instead of aiming, and the Gophers trip over the shared leg. When the final whistle blows, the results are brutal. Daffy is eliminated for sabotaging his own team. Foghorn talks himself out of the game, and the Goofy Gophers fail together, tangled up in their own mess. 9 contestants walk away, and now everyone understands something important. You don't lose the Squid Game by being weak. You lose it by being impossible to work with. The third phase doesn't look violent at first. Mingle. Music plays, doors open and close, numbers are called, and suddenly survival comes down to who gets chosen and who gets shoved out. Yosemite Sam turns ruthless immediately, throwing his weight around to secure spots. Taz bulldozes through circles without thinking, scattering anyone in his way. Bugs moves with intent, pulling Lola in when it matters. Roadrunner slips in and out effortlessly. Then the lights cut out. Hide and seek. Teams split instantly. Some run to hide, others grab knives and go hunting. The hiders are Tweety, Lola, Roadrunner, and Speedy Gonzales. The seekers are Bugs Bunny, Yosemite Sam, Marvin the Martian, Wile E. Coyote, and Taz. The hunt begins. Marvin tries to stay methodical, but without his tech, he's just another target. He corners the wrong shadow and gets taken out in the chaos. Taz doesn't hunt, he destroys. He catches Speedy mid-sprint and eliminates him. Bugs never chases directly. He misleads Yosemite Sam, doubling back, baiting him into a clash where Sam takes out the wrong target in friendly fire. Wile sets traps, but Lola reads them and sprints clean through. Roadrunner almost makes it until Taz crashes through walls instead of doors. One hit is enough. When the lights come back on, the arena is silent. Marvin, Speedy, Roadrunner, gone. 5 players remain. And from here on out, there are no innocent survivors. Bugs, Lola, Yosemite Sam, Taz, Tweety. And now the game everyone fears arrives. Marbles. No running, no hiding, just you and the person in front of you. The pairings hit hard. Bugs Bunny versus Yosemite Sam. Sam trusts brute honesty. Bugs offers a fair shell game, smiling the entire time. Sam agrees, convinced he can't be outsmarted. One assumption too fast, and Sam loses everything. When the last marble drops, Sam realizes too late he never stood a chance. Next, Lola Bunny versus Taz. Taz smashes. He guesses wildly, breaking the rhythm of the game. Lola stays light, patient, precise, letting Taz burn himself out. His temper costs him control, and control costs him the match. That leaves Tweety alone. In a cruel twist, Tweety is unpaired by default. Innocence doesn't translate to survival here. Tweety loses quietly without understanding how fast the game turned. 3 eliminations. Only 2 figures are still standing. Bugs Bunny and Lola Bunny. And now there's nowhere left to run. The last game waits above everything else. Sky Squid Game. One wrong step ends it all. Bugs Bunny and Lola Bunny stand alone at the top. For the first time, Lola speaks softly. She reaches out, proposes an alliance, just like the old days. Bun bun, together. But Squid Game doesn't reward nostalgia. Bugs has seen this pattern before. Every so-called fair deal ended the same way, with someone reaching for the win when it mattered most. Lola's competitiveness creeps back in. That Space Jam obsession, the need to be first, to be the one who survives. She makes her move. Lola lunges, trying to shove Bugs off the platform and take the solo win, but Bugs is already moving. He sidesteps cleanly, calm as ever, delivering the smallest nudge at exactly the wrong angle. Lola falls. Bugs steps forward alone and presses the final button. The circle is his. Not because he was the strongest, not because he was the fastest, because he read every betrayal before it happened and acted first. Bugs Bunny wins Squid Game. In the end, Squid Game doesn't care how iconic you are. Only the one who understands the game and the people inside it walks out alive. And this time, that's Bugs Bunny.